So we'll start at the center of our two mats, just letting the arms hang by our sides. Taking a few deep breaths, shaking off the day, preparing for the evening, but also preparing for what the next 2 hours will hold. And we can reach those arms out to the sides and up. Take a big breath in, bring your palms together, exhale them to heart center. Let the thumbs rest against your breastbone and just start to rock a little bit from heel to toe. And as you rock, notice the 4 key points on both feet: the heel of the foot, the knife edge of the foot, and the ball of the foot from the little toe edge to the big toe edge. Deepen the breath, inhaling with the sound of so, exhaling with the sound of hum. And then let's root down through the feet, spread out through the toes, open our eyes. We'll reach those arms out to the sides and up. Big breath in, interlace your fingers, turn those palms up, pull the arms back, press the hands up, look up, take a big breath in and lift up onto the balls of the feet, heels rise, keep looking up, get as tall and light in the feet as you possibly can. Take another big breath in, just stretching upward, and then exhale, drop the heels down, hands back to heart center. We'll reach the arms out to the sides and up, but this time interlace the fingers the awkward way. Turn the palms up, face forward, and let's reach those arms over to the right, hips move to the left. Exhale. Inhale up. Switch, go to the other side. Exhale. Inhale up. And we'll drop the arms, exhale. And we'll do our preparatory pranayamas to prepare for all the breathing we will do today. Let's take a big breath in, arms up. Hold the breath in, rub the rib cage with the palms, and be sure to get both sides, top, bottom, and back if you can. Then drop the arms, exhale through the mouth. Arms up, inhale. Hold the breath in, beat the ribs with the palms, and again, be sure to get both sides, top, bottom, and back if you can. Drop the arms on exhale. Arms up, inhale. Hold the breath in, beat with fingertips. Drop the arms, exhale. Arms up, inhale. Hold the breath in, squeeze on either sides of the ribs and try to inhale more. Inhale more. Inhale more. Exhale, squeeze. Arms up, inhale. Hold the breath in, big circles forward, inhale more, more, one more, and drop, exhale. Arms up, inhale. Hold the breath in, big circles backward, inhaling more, more, one more, and drop the arms, exhale. Let's inhale those arms up. We'll jump the feet wide, sweep the floor, cleansing breath out through the mouth, exhale. Straighten up. Exhale. 2 more like that. Exhale. Last one. Jump the feet in. Bring the hands to heart center. And we'll step to the front of our mat. Bringing our feet together for Surya Namaskara. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Drop the right knee. Inhale, look up. Left leg back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's just pause here for a moment. Allow the heels to bicycle up and down. For those of you who haven't been upside down yet today, feel how this shifts your perspective. Take one more breath. And then on your own inhale, we'll rock forward, drop the knees, chest, chin down, Ashtangasana. Inhale, snake through Bhujangasana, look up. Let it go on exhale. Push up, press back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, drop that left knee. Inhale, look up. Left foot forward, exhale. Arms up, inhale. And then hands to heart center, exhale. Second side, arms up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Left leg back, drop the knee, inhale, look up. Right leg back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll pause one more time, 5 single breaths. So if you want movement, add it. If you're ready to hold static, just press those heels back. Firm up the thighs. Tilt the pelvis more forward. Draw the chin toward the chest. Now on your own inhale, we will rock forward again, dropping the knees, chest, chin down, Ashtangasana. Inhale, snaking through Bhujangasana, and then exhale, let it go. We'll push up and back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, drop the right knee, inhale, look up. Right foot forward, exhale, arms up, inhale, and then hands to heart center, exhale. All right, feet together, reach those arms up with an inhale. Palms together, sit back with Utkatasana. Draw those arms back. Hold what you have. Keep pressing down through the 4 key points of both feet. All 10 toes could lift, but the heel, the knife edge, and the ball of the foot is on the ground firmly. Take another big breath in and out. Inhale to rise, feet beneath the hips, drop the hands to the low back, specifically to the sacrum, use your thumbs, draw the shoulders back, drop the tail down, press the hips forward, and as the hips move forward, we can lift the center of the chest, look up, and then exhale, lean back a bit. Open that front side of the body. Strengthen the back side of the body, but also the pelvic floor. Then on your own inhale, we'll rise up, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. At the floor, slide your palms face up beneath the fronts of the feet. Press the toes into the creases of your wrist, pull against the feet, inhale, look forward. And then exhale, pull yourself down, drop your head, relax your neck. Give a little squeeze to the wrists with your toes and shift a little bit more forward into the balls of the feet. Now, if your hamstrings are saying that this is very unkind and too soon, then add additional movement that you may need, like bending and straightening the knees, either together or alternately. Or simply use the breath. Notice how the inhales lift you out of the pose a little, and how the exhales help you to pull deeper down. We'll take one more breath. Be sure to give those wrists a little more massage. And then we'll pull against the feet, look forward. Exhale those hands out in front of us, and we're about to dive right in. So we'll drop those hips down. This will be our only 2-legged crow today. So you'll do this once, and then we will not be jumping back to the front of the mat for this again. So that means if you still just need the arms out in front of you and to stay in the squatting position, dropping the chin toward the chest, please do. Otherwise, let's find our way into crow. Grip at the fingertips, lean forward, lift the feet, and try to think of getting as light on the backs of the arms with every exhale that you can. We'll hold here for 3 more cycles of breath. One more where you are. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, fly those legs back. Low push-up, upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale toward the ground. Push up, press back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in where you are, just one. Big breath out. Left leg lift, inhale. Bring that left knee to the nose or forehead, round in, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, last one. Inhale up, set that left foot between the hands on exhale. Let's find our high lunge, reaching those arms out to the sides and up. Exhale the hands to heart center. And once you find your hands at heart center, let's move into Sumukha Mudra. So you'll actually draw all fingertips toward their thumbs and keep the tips of all fingers pressing in toward the center. Hold this at your heart, sinking a little bit deeper. Lift the chest, lift the chin, but try to close your eyes if you can. Sumukha Mudra is helpful for harmonizing the 5 elements, or at least the 5 physical elements within the body. So try to feel any stability. Try to feel any connectivity. One more breath where you are. Arms up on an inhale. Palms come together. Let's exhale, fold all the way down. Use your fingertips at first. Straighten this left leg as much as you can. And then bend both knees and just look up. Exhale, straighten and look back. Bend and look up on inhale. Exhale, straighten and look back. Let's hold that straight position. And let's step our right foot forward about a footprint and turn your right toes out. Make sure your heels are on 2 parallel lines, not one single. And then we're going to reach the hands to the low back, interlacing the fingers, press the palms together, and then reach the hands over the head in this bound extension. Let the neck relax. Keep drawing left hip back, right hip forward. It's okay if your left knee is bent. Take another breath in and out. We'll start to release the fingertips to the ground, bend that left knee a little. We'll walk our hands to our right leg at the back of the mat. And as soon as you're facing that right leg, let's just step back into downward facing dog and rock forward into plank. Lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale, look up. Lower back toward the ground. Push up, press back. Downward facing dog. And we'll lift our left leg up into the air. Left leg nice and high. Again, bring left knee this time to the back of the left triceps. Exhale. Inhale it up. Slide those hands back, and we're going to repeat. Knee to the back of the triceps. Exhale. Inhale up. Now we are going to move into Ekapada Bukasana. So left knee to the back of the left triceps. Hug those elbows in. Lean forward, hips high. Either hop or drag that right foot in as much as you can. Head can stay up or come down. Try to lift the right leg up. Hold for 2 more cycles of breath. If the right leg lifted, drop it down. Take your time. Left leg back and up. And we're going to keep our left leg in the air. Once you have it, if you still need to shorten your stance a little bit, if your right heel is not on the ground, then you can always slide your hands back or walk the hands back a handprint. We're going to reach this right hand toward our right ankle. Pull right shoulder toward the right ear. And just breathe. Keep that left hip square with the right hip. So if that means lowering it down a little bit, go for it. Then release, left foot down first, right hand down second. Drop to the knees for a moment. Sit back into the heels just briefly. Give that left arm a little bit of a shake. Be head up. Let the fire kind of drop down from the head. And then inhale those arms up. Exhale the hands through heart center. We're coming right back to downward facing dog, and we're going to have our first hop, and it will be a hop wide. So bring those feet together. Look at the hands. Lift up onto the toes. Tiptoe the feet in a little bit. Bend the knees a small amount, and heel kick the bum. Take the legs wide, and you can do this 3 times. If you catch air, stay with it. Grip with those fingertips. Try to bring the legs down with control. Only when you're ready, turn both feet out, bend the left knee halfway, lift up all the way, open those arms for Dhanurasana, palms forward, thumbs and fists. And this time we're actually going to use Mudra mudra. So you're going to bring your left arm in front of you, bend the left elbow 90 degrees, take your right hand beneath the left elbow. All right, so you're holding the imaginary club in your left arm. And then we'll still look over the right shoulder and lift those right toes into the air. And hold. Feel the strength and stability that starts in the feet, works up through the legs, and extends up even into the arms. Mudra mudra serves the purpose of bringing about or awakening courage and confidence in our life. Even if it's just in the mind. Remember, everything starts in the mind, and then it's reflected outward. Now we'll release the mudra, bring both hands out in front of you, relax the wrists. We're going to shift over to the right leg, bend as low into the right knee as you can. That means you could keep the hips in line with the right knee. Stretch those arms off to the sides, palms face down, drop the head toward the ground. If your hips are as high as the right knee or even higher, your left foot can stay flat. But if the hips are lower than the right knee, be sure to lift those left toes up and still hinge yourself forward, leaning the head toward the ground. We'll take just one more breath where we are. Slide the hands back beneath the shoulders, lift up enough that you can crawl to the right, and then step back into plank. We'll move this right forearm or the right hand beneath the face. So if you want to use your forearm to protect the wrist, make sure that that forearm is parallel to that front edge of your mat. Otherwise, palm flat, shift into side plank on the right arm. The feet can be stacked or staggered, so if you need a little extra support, stagger the feet. Left arm over your head. We're only going to lower down twice. Exhale, right hip, left hand to the floor, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale up. One more. Exhale. Inhale up. Step your left foot towards your right hand. Turn halfway to your right, but only half. Turn both feet out equal. Now we're just going to bend this left knee halfway, but only half. And then walk the hands so they're just beneath your shoulders. We're going to come into Upara Dhanurasana, so soaring archer. Bring this left knee to the outside of the left arm, the outside of the triceps. And then think of drawing left heel to left buttock. And then lift the right toes up into the air. And you can stop right here. If you're already feeling this, stay here. Otherwise, right arm reaches in the direction of the right leg. Let the palm face the right side of the room. Curl all fingers down except index and thumb. Pratiksha mudra. Mudra of attention. Now let's let it go. Left foot down. Right hand down. Everything moves back into the center. Look forward, lengthen. We just want to get the legs back and lay down on our stomach. So you may do this with a swift, tiny hop back, or you may take 3 distinct, leaning into the hands forward and hopping up attempts. So do what you need. Again, little hop back, lay down. Otherwise, grip with those fingertips. Lean forward, bend the knees a little. Legs up. And again, 3 times. Only when you're ready, you'll lower all the way down. And when you get to the ground, it's going to be this left arm that reaches off to the left. Hand is in line with the forehead, palm is flat, right hand beneath right shoulder. Roll toward that left arm. Planting the right foot behind you, looking up. Left foot flat, both knees point up. And move those hips away from that left arm. Right arm up. Look up and drop the right hand down the back. You can always reach for the left hand by letting the left fingers lift, but keep the palm oriented down. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. Now start to let it go. Roll back onto the abdomen. And once you find yourself on the abdomen, just reach those arms out in front of you, palms together. Bring your big toes together, and then bring your forehead to the ground in a gesture of humility and respect, but also a moment where we can assimilate the energy that we may have stirred up, provoked, or released even. So feel. Let yourself be supported by the ground beneath you. Let your body be heavy. Let your face be soft. Feel your forehead against the mat. And try to relax the forehead. On your own inhale, and you can always take longer. We're going to find our way back to down dog, but again, you know by now you can always catch up. Slide those hands back beneath the elbows. Let's press up plank. Back to downward facing dog. And when you find downward facing dog, we're just going to repeat all that to the other side. Super short, super simple. Right leg up, inhale. Right knee to the nose or forehead, exhale. Inhale up. 2 more, exhale. Inhale up. Last one. Inhale up. Right foot between the hands on exhale. Find that high lunge, arms reaching up. We'll bring the palms together and exhale them to heart center. Find Samukha Mudra, so drawing all the fingers toward their respective thumbs and tips of the fingers all together, holding that at the heart. Chest up, chin up, maybe even eyes up and eyes closed if you can. Mudras are external seals that we make with our body. The goal or attempt is to channel prana, to send it in a particular direction. Here, we send that prana or energy or life force in the direction of the balancing of the 5 elements. So focusing on harmonizing, balancing. And then we can reach those arms up. Exhale, both hands down, frame the right foot. And again, we'll straighten this right leg as much as we can, and then bend both knees and look up. Straighten as much as you can, look back. Bend and look up. Let's do that one more time. Straighten as much as you can. Bend and look up. And then we'll straighten and hold. Straighten and hold. And we'll step the left foot forward, maybe a footprint. Turn the left toes out. Just make sure your heels are on 2 parallel lines, not one single. And then start to fold yourself deeper over that right leg. Reach those hands back behind us. Interlace the fingers the non-dominant way. Press the palms together. Press them away from the back. And keep the neck relaxed. Feel right hip pull back. Left hip pulls forward. One more breath. Release those arms, hands to the ground. Bend the right knee a little, looking forward. And then we'll walk our hands to our left leg at the back of our mat. As soon as we're facing the left leg, step back into downward facing dog. And then rock forward to plank, lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale, look up. Lower toward the ground, exhale. Push up, press back. Downward facing dog. We'll lift our right leg up into the air, right leg up. Now bring right knee to the back of the right triceps. Exhale, inhale up. I'll slide the hands back, maybe a handprint, repeat. Knee to the back of the triceps. Inhale up. And now here's the hold. Exhale, bring it in. Hug those elbows in. Bend them back. Lean forward, hips high. Maybe drag the left foot in or hop it in a little bit. Head down or head up. Try to lift your left leg if you can. We'll hold for 2 more cycles of breath. Left foot will come down. Right leg back and up, inhale. Keep that right leg lifted. And you're gonna reach only if the left heel's on the ground, right? If the left heel's not on the ground, walk your hands back a little bit. We're gonna try to reach that left hand back and grab the calf, ankle, or heel. Balance comes, but only if you seek it, just like anything, right? If we don't go looking for something, we more than often won't find it. I mean, it could find us. Balance could find you, but usually it's something we have to work on. So we'll drop that right foot down first, left hand down second, drop to the knees for a moment, set the hips and the heels, just shake out that right arm, maybe even shake out both arms, because we're about to prepare for that jump of the legs wide. So when you're ready, find downward facing dog. And when you find downward facing dog, this is the leap of the legs wide. So we're gonna take 3 hops. Again, look at those hands. Lift the heels, lean the shoulders beyond the wrist, bend the knees a little, legs wide. Only when you feel ready. Those feet are wide. Turn the feet out. Bend the right knee halfway. Lift up all the way for Archer, Dhanurasana, arms open, thumbs and fists. But here's where we use Mudgara Mudra. So you're gonna bring that right arm in front of you, bend the right elbow. Take your left hand beneath your right elbow. So it looks like you're holding the club with your right arm and your left arm is assisting, right? So hold there. Lift your left toes up into the air if you can. And we'll take those arms out in front of us, relax our wrists. We can look forward, shift over into the left leg, and start to sit down deeper. Now again, you can always keep your hips high in line with your left knee if you're protecting the knee, and reach the arms off to the side. You can still drop your head toward the ground. The lower you go, the more necessary it is to lift the right toes. A good course of action is always to start high and go low. So don't just assume right off the bat that you're going to drop the butt to the ground. So go slow, in other words. And whenever you find yourself in postures you do all the time or more frequently, these are good opportunities to actually work with those engagements that we always talk about. So the pelvic floor drawing in and up, the navel drawing back. Take one more breath where you are. And then we'll bring the hands back beneath the shoulders, lift up just enough that you can walk to the left, walk your hands to the left, and we'll step back into plank. We'll move either the left hand or the left forearm beneath the face. Come into side plank, left arm with the feet stacked, or the right foot can be in front, staggered. Right arm over your head, thumb against index fingernail. Take a big breath in where you are, and then lower down with an exhale. Left hip and right hand to the ground, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale back up. One more time, exhale. Inhale up. And then step that right foot toward the left hand. Drop both hands. Turn halfway to your left. We'll turn both feet out, but we're only going to bend the right knee halfway for soaring archer or Uparaga Dhanurasana. Hands beneath the shoulders. Lean this right knee into the outside of the right triceps, and then draw right heel to right buttock. Then maybe lift the left toes up. You can stop there, or you can reach that left arm in the direction of your left leg. Left palm faces the left side of the room. Curl all fingers down except index and thumb. Pratiksha mudra, mudra of attention. And then drop it. Right foot down, left hand down, come into the center of your two mats. We just want to take the legs back and lay down. So again, it could be a really swift, tiny hop back. It could be 3 big hops up and back. It's up to you, but we're all going to meet on our stomachs on the ground. Once you find yourself on the floor, we'll reach that right arm off to the right side. Right palm is flat. In line with your forehead, let's roll toward that right arm. Left foot behind you. Right foot flat as well. Both knees point up. Move the hips away from that right arm. Left arm up, look up. And then drop that left hand down the low back or reach that left hand for your right fingers. Be sure to squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep the head lifted, even if it requires putting a pillow or a block beneath it. Take another breath in and out. And then we're going to start to let this go. We're going to roll onto the abdomen. And again, we're just going to take a moment to bring the big toes together and the arms out in front of us, palms together. Forehead to the ground, close your eyes, feel. The body may just be waking up, or it could be that it's finally focused in. So let's keep that focus. Feel the weight of your body against the floor. Feel the weight of your forehead against the floor. Specifically, feel the center of the forehead. And let that pressure unfold a little more understanding, a little more openness. And if you know that you need more time here, take it. If you're ready, we're going to find our way to down dog, make a hop to the front of our mat, and finalize this first set. So we'll push up from plank to downward facing dog. We'll look at our hands. And if you know that you want to conserve energy, just take one hop, get to the front of the mat, or tiptoe the feet equally to the front of the mat. But let's look forward one way or the other. And on your own exhale, find your way forward. When you do arrive at the front of the mat, just look forward, lengthen. Fold and let it go. Move the feet toward one another. Bend both knees. Abdomen stays against the thighs. Hands to heart center. Let's twist to our right. Left elbow outside, right near thigh. Look up toward the ceiling. Feel that left hip draw back. Both hips shift slightly right. We'll slowly unwind. Inhale all the way up to standing. Fold all the way back down. Exhale. Bend the knees. Again, abdomen flush with the thighs. Let's bring hands to heart center. Twist to our left. And again, feel that right hip draw back. Both hips shift left, looking up toward the ceiling. And we'll inhale, come back to center, stand all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Hands to the floor a little forward from where you are. Let's take a tiny, tiny 1 foot hop back and drop to the knees. Big toes together, knees wide. Hands on the thighs, Vajrasana. If you know that you need to sit on the buttocks, anytime I say come to a kneeling position, just do it. Come to a buttock, but a seated position, not a buttocks position. So again, it's up to you, kneeling or seated. Let's take a moment, just find that Soham pranayama first. Inhaling with the sound of So. Exhaling with the sound of Hum. As long as the breath feels even and you don't have a headache or any kind of infection or allergies, then we're going to move into Bhastrika. If what I just described describes you, then you're going to stay here with Soham pranayama. Right? If you're going to do Bhastrika, let's take the palms face up on the knees, thumbs against index fingernails, Jnana mudra, our active mind mudra. Draw the shoulders back, draw the chest up and chin back, engage the pelvic floor and draw the lower navel back. So just beneath the navel, before the pubic bone. Let's exhale through the mouth to prepare. Inhale through the nose. And this will be navel Bhastrika. Fast exhale, fast inhale, fast exhale, fast inhale. Let the exhale set the pace of the inhale. Deep breath in. Palms face down, exhale. And you can open your eyes. We're going to take Earth Mudra. If you already know it, keep your eyes closed. Backs of the hands together. Interlace all of your fingers other than the thumbs so that the tips of each finger is pressing into its own. And then close the palms together with the thumbs on top of the index fingers. And then place this mudra in your lap. Mudra of the earth, Prithvi mudra. We direct our attention downward into the earth beneath us. We open a black background in our consciousness. Visualize all things black, like black coal or black asphalt, or just the dark night sky. And repeat out loud, only 6 times out loud, but keep saying it in your mind. Black, 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 black. We'll inhale, reach those arms out to the sides and up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Let's find our downward facing dog. And once you find it, we'll rock forward to plank. Lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale back toward the ground. Push up, press back, downward facing dog. And we'll lift our left leg up into the air. Bring that left knee to the outside left triceps, rocking forward, looking forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Last one, exhale. Inhale up. Step that left foot between your hands on exhale. And let's actually drop our right knee and straighten the left leg as much as we can. So if you still feel like you need to move in and out of this a few times, please do. Otherwise, find Ardha Hanumanasana. hand in line with the left heel, bending the elbows down, pulling left hip back, right hip forward. And if you know you want to move into full Hanumanasana, start to slide that left leg forward, but be sure to keep that right hip pulling forward with it, right? And we're going to take that forward hinged position. And as I said before in our Skandasana, when you find yourself in these postures where you tend to just let yourself go, it's fine to let yourself go, but maybe try to find those engagements again. Now on your own inhale, we're going to start to bend back into that left knee. And we're going to walk those hands forward and lift the right leg up into the air. We'll walk the hands in toward that left leg. Give that left calf a little hug with your left forearm, right hand in line with the left foot. Your left knee can always be a little bent. Drop the head, relax the neck. Now you can choose to stay here and drop switch the feet here in a moment. Otherwise, walk the hands forward. Fingertips grip into the mat, look forward. Now on your exhale, lean into the hands, lift the left heel, and maybe give yourself a left heel kick to the left buttock 3 times. If you catch air, stay there. Only when you're ready, we are going to switch our legs. So it'll be the right leg that comes down. It'll be the left leg that is lifted. Then we'll drop the left foot down behind us and drop our left knee down as well. And we'll find Anjaneyasana, but with the right leg forward. So reach those arms up, inhale. Let's bring the hands to heart center on exhale. Feel the palms pressing one into the other. Keep all the tips of the fingers together and just separate the palms themselves. Separate the palms themselves. So it looks like a bud, right? Like the bud of a flower, or the bud of a rose. Hold this for just a moment. Find the activity in your legs here in Anjaneyasana. This is Samputta. Samputta is our mudra of awakening inner sensitivity, helping us to open ourselves. So we could stay here, or we could start to reach those hands back behind us. Palms face forward, spread the fingers. Again, be active with those legs. Push it down with the top of the left foot to pull forward. Push it down with your right foot to pull back. Reach those fingertips toward the ground. Keep the pelvic floor engaged. Take one more breath in and out. Arms up with an inhale. Both hands down with an exhale. And let's step ourselves back into a hands and knees position, slowly coming into Vajrasana. So again, Vajrasana, big toes together, knees wide. Otherwise, find a comfortable seat. Take a moment, find your breathing. It was a very short set, and each of these sets will be 4 postures only. But each posture may have its own intensity for you, so it's always a good idea to come back to Soham Pranayama, that I am. I am without any attributes. Just I am. So if you want to stay with this breathing, keep the palms face down. Otherwise, turn your left palm face up, thumb against index fingernail. Take the right thumb against the right nostril, 4 fingers on the forehead. And we're going to use our Chandra Vedana Bhastrika Pranayama. Same rhythm as before, only we're piercing through the left nostril, the moon side. So let's first exhale through the left nostril completely. Inhale deeply. And then exhale fast, inhale fast. Exhale fast, inhale fast. Deep breath in. Palms face down on the knees. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. We'll find Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. So turn the right palm face up in the lap. Take your left hand, palm face down, but try to slide that left wrist forward until the middle finger can touch the ground. And hold here, earth touching mudra. Mudra of humility. mudra of acceptance for what is. And direct your attention unlimited to this imaginary east in front of you, opening a blue background in your consciousness. Blue like the ocean, blue like the sky. And repeat 6 times, blue, 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 blue. And we can inhale those arms up. Exhale the hands through heart center. Find our way to plank. And when we find plank, we'll move our left hand beneath our nose, side plank. Right arm up and over the head. Big breath in. We are going to lower down 3 times. So if you want to use purifying breath, cleansing breath, it will make it go faster and it will use the muscles more effectively. So I'll cue that and I'll do it with you. Exhale down. Inhale up. 2 more. 1 more time. Inhale up. Step your right foot to your left hand. Drop both hands and let's actually walk our hands all the way to our left foot at the back of the mat. When you find the left leg, let's turn our right toes out for Parshva Konasana, side angle. Move our left hand inside our left foot. You can use a block, you can use your fingertips. Let's reach that right arm out to the side and up. Thumb against index fingernail, look up. And try to find that pelvic floor engagement again. This is really important in this posture so that we don't weaken the ligaments of the pelvis. So draw that coccyx toward the pubic bone, squeeze the 2 sit bones together, engage the sphincters of the pelvic floor. Try to find that smoothness in your breathing. Now we can bring the right hand to the right hip for a moment. You can even look down at the left hand if you need balance. We're just going to straighten and bend this left leg a few times. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Straighten and hold. Now try to reach this right arm over your head at an angle. Utthita Trikonasana. Utthita is the extended part, and in this case it is the arm which is extended. Trikona is the actual 3 angles of a triangle that you're forming with your leg and the floor. So take another big breath in and out. And then we're going to start to bend the left knee, drop this right hand down in line with the left, turn halfway to your right. And this is going to be a challenging transition. So I just want you to do what you can, follow the cues as you are able, and at any point, we're all going to end up on our buttocks. So just know that, we're all going to end up on our buttocks. So let's heel toe the feet in so they're about the width of a mat, the width, not the length. Turn the toes out, bend the knees a little, start to walk the hands between the feet, drop the head, relax the neck. If you need to watch, you can always watch first. We're gonna grab the ankles with the hands, press the shoulders behind the knees, maybe work the hands up toward the calves, keep nudging the shoulders behind the knees, walk the feet in. You've gotta create squeeze with those thighs, all right? So don't be a loosey-goosey, squeeze in. We'll take the hands flat. Make sure they're no wider than the shoulders. If they're too wide, it's going to make it even harder. Start to drop the hips down, but as they drop, you're going to tiptoe the feet toward one another. And you're going to hook right ankle on left ankle. Bhujapidasana. Drop the hips, look forward. Now we're going to move into a one-legged Bhujapidasana, which is going to look like flying lizard. It's going to be the left leg that hooks around the left arm as this right leg swings back. So listen carefully. Your left leg's already in prime position. You're going to start to kick that right leg off to the side, bend it like you're coming into crow, squeeze that left arm with your left leg, swing that right leg behind you, look forward, and now try to drag this right leg through the arms, have a seat. Have a seat. I told you it'd be tricky. We're going to do it on the other side, but I'm not quite done with you yet. Now that we're seated on the floor, this will be a nice repose. We're just going to bend this right knee so that it points forward, right heel just outside your left sit bone, and then cross your left knee on top of your right knee. So it may be helpful to kind of lift your buttocks a little bit, squeeze the knees together. Heels can be as close to the hips as possible. If you want more intensity, slide the heels more forward. Just make sure that both sit bones are on the ground. Open those arms out to the sides. And we're going to swing our left arm under our right arm. Left arm under right, Garuda of the arms, Gomukha of the legs. Take a big breath in where you are. And then on your exhale, we're going to hinge forward, but keep those sit bones down. Try to slide your elbows past your knees, but if your sit bones start to lift, don't go any further. Now inhale back up, arms up. And then exhale, the arms down. Palms just flat on the floor or grazing the floor, face forward. If this is an uncomfortable way for you to be sitting for a lengthier period of time, then just come to a comfortable seat, any comfortable seat. If you're ready for our breathing, our pranayama, then you may choose Soham if you need that. Otherwise, left palm face up. Left palm just face up on the floor, thumb against index fingernail, right thumb against right nostril, 4 fingers on the forehead. We're going to use Kapalabhati rhythm, so it's going to be a forced exhale, but a passive inhale. Forced exhale, passive inhale, only through the left nostril. So again, Chandra Vedana Kapalabhati. We'll exhale to the left nostril completely to begin. Inhale deeply. And fast exhale, passive inhale. Fast exhale, passive inhale. Deep breath in. Palms face down on the floor, exhale. And we'll come into Abhaya Mudra. So right palm face up in the lap. Your left palm is going to be face forward at the left shoulder height. All right? So left palm is face forward at the height of your left shoulder. Right hand is in your lap. Abhaya Mudra is mudra of fearlessness, courage. Directing our attention unlimited to the north, opening a green background in our consciousness. Seeing all things green, like green leaves on a tree in spring, green grass. And repeat it out loud 6 times. Green, 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 green. And inhale, reach those arms out to the sides and up. Exhale, both hands to heart center. Let's find our way to a hands and knees position, albeit awkward. Just step your right leg back and then left leg back plank. We'll lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale, look up. Lower toward the ground, exhale, push up, press back. Downward facing dog. And then on our own inhale, we'll lift that right leg up. Don't do that. So sorry. We're going to jump the legs wide, actually. So let's bring our feet together. Look at our hands. Now, if you don't want to take 3 jumps, just take 1, legs wide, and be done. So it's up to you how much intensity you want to bring here. So lean forward, look forward, bend the knees a little, and take those legs up. When you find your legs wide on the mat, we're just going to walk our hands to our left foot at the back of our mat. And once we found our left leg, we'll drop the right knee down. Left hand to left thigh, let's lift up to a low lunge, right arm up, thumb inside a fist. And we're going to take a twist, right elbow outside left knee or thigh, exhale. Palm to palm, heart to thumbs. Curl the right toes under and lift that right knee. Now, if you'd like to work into a bind here, I did not give that option on the side angle, partly on purpose so that we can maintain that engagement. But if you feel like you want to try it here, you can always re-drop that right knee. Use your left hand to nudge this right wrist underneath the right hip, and then reach that, or left hip, that's your left, and then reach that left arm around and try to grab your right hand in any capacity. Then you can lift that right knee up and hold. Just make sure you're still squeezing right hip forward, left hip back. Take another breath where you are. We'll release any bindings. Untwist, inhale those arms up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down, frame the left foot. Let's straighten the left leg as much as we can. And we're gonna step this right leg forward and behind our left leg. So coming into our twisted hips position, right leg is behind left leg. And again, your feet should not be on one straight parallel line horizontal, right? We want this right leg more behind. It's gonna protect the knee. But if you don't feel anything, take the legs wider and maybe bring the legs closer toward one another. We'll either stay here, bending the elbows, relaxing forward, or reach that right hand back, grabbing as close to the right heel as possible. Pull yourself in toward the legs, look up toward the ceiling, and then walk your left hand toward your left foot, and then up the left leg if you can. And hold what you have. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Now on your own inhale, release any bindings that you have. We're gonna rock forward into the balls of the feet and drop to the knees, hips between the heels, but bend your left knee up for a seated twist. So again, your left ankle is crossed over your left thigh, your right heel is outside your left buttock, your left knee is pointing up. Let's hold our left thigh with our left hand, right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow outside left knee or thigh. You can either grab the right knee or you can grab the arch of your left foot. Left hand is behind you. Look over that left shoulder. And then every exhale, try to think of that navel drawing back toward the sacrum. This is actually going to help wick out any excess mucus in the digestive system. So every exhale, try to twist a little deeper. And then come back to the center. Come back to the center. We're going to return the legs to a Gomukhya position. So again, left heel outside, right buttock. We're going to lean forward into the hands and knees, but here I'm going to give you options. Option one, you can simply step it back, take a child's pose, especially if you need a break. Otherwise, you're going to take tripod headstand with Garuda legs in the air. So hands flat, bring the crown of your head forward and down. You should be able to see the hands beneath the elbows at all times. Curl your toes under, tiptoe those feet in, and then lift up, taking Garuda in the air. Now, you want to make sure those thighs are parallel with the ground. So don't lift the legs up too high. Actually draw them down a little bit. You'll find that the intensity increases. Keep hugging those elbows in. Make sure the chest is just as active here. And then we'll start to release the legs, maybe even take them straight up in the air. And we'll bend the knees and lower them to the ground. We'll find Vajrasana, big toes together, knees wide, torso upright, eyes closed. Sit nice and tall. And again, finding a comfortable seat if kneeling is too much. Take a moment to find that Soham Pranayama. We're going to turn the left palm face up on the left knee, thumb against index fingernail. Because inversions can cause heat to rise in the body, we're actually going to use Shitali, curled tongue, inhaling through across the tongue, and then exhale through the left nostril with Brahmari. So nice and soothing. Inhale across the tongue, Shitali, exhale left nostril, Brahmari. So let's take the right thumb against right nostril, 4 fingers on the forehead. If you cannot curl your tongue, then just place the tongue on lower lip or teeth. Let's all begin with just an exhale. Then place the tongue where it needs to be. Inhale across the tongue. Exhale, left nostril, Brahmari, humming breath. Keep going. 2 more, your own pace. Keep the tongue wherever it is. Don't close the mouth in between. Only when you're done, palms face down on the knees, eyes closed. We're going to use our Dhyana mudra next. So it'll be right palm face up in the lap, left palm on top of the right palm, tips of the thumbs together, pointing upward. So the thumbs actually create a triangle pointing up. And this is denoting upward movement of consciousness. Dhyana mudra is our mudra of internal reflection or meditation. And with this meditative glance or gaze, I should say, we'll direct our attention unlimited to the west in front of us, opening a red background in our consciousness, thinking of all things red, like cherry tomatoes or a sunset. And let's repeat this red color out loud 6 times. Red, 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 red. And we'll inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Find your way to downward facing dog, but do take your time. And we'll end up rocking forward to plank, moving this left hand beneath our nose, side plank, right arm up and over the head, big breath in. Lower down 3 times. Again, cleansing breath is totally optional if you want it. Exhale. Right foot steps to our left hand. We'll turn halfway to our left, halfway only. And then we're going to step our right knee in and drop it down. We'll lift up for Paradasana. So left toes turn in, slide this left foot in a little bit, hips shift to the right, reach both arms up, right palm forward, thumb and fist. Let's catch that wrist, pull over to the left on exhale, and hold. Make sure, and you can always come out of it if it's not the case, make sure that that pelvic floor is drawing up and you don't feel a lot of downward pressure into the pelvis. Let's inhale up. Exhale, both hands down in front of you. Curl your right toes under. Swing this left leg back and up. And let's lift up, 3-legged dog with the left leg in the air. Bring your left knee to your right tricep, so across the body. Inhale it up. 2 more. Inhale it up. Last time. Inhale it up. And now we'll bring it forward for pigeon, Ekapada Kapotasana. So left knee toward the left wrist, left ankle toward the right wrist. And we'll slide that right leg back and find that upright seat. Now, if you're feeling pretty stable here, we can try to inhale the arms out to the sides and up. Bring the palms together overhead, but then bring only the tips of the fingers together and separate the rest of the hands. So only the tips of the fingers, like you're holding a ball in your hands. And then bring this to heart center. Chin can be neutral, active legs. And you can stay here, or you can start to walk those hands forward. Give yourself a little bit of a reprieve. We'll have one more breath here. And we'll plant those palms flat. And we'll shift over into the left buttock and swing this right leg around. Once you have the right leg in front of you, bend your left knee up. Now, if you know you're protecting your left knee, I actually want you to hold your left knee on either side, interlacing your fingers, and compress the knee. Because this can actually be good therapy for you just to protect the knee from now into the future. But if you're okay with half virasana, Ardha Virasana, then you're going to shift over to the right hip, bring this left heel outside, left buttock, roll your left calf out, and you can always elevate the hips with a block or with a pillow. And then we'll bend our right knee up. We'll grab the ball of the right foot and sit up nice and tall. Connect the torso to the thigh and start to kick the foot into the hand, trying to keep the torso and thigh connected. And we could stop here. This is a great place to stop. But if you want to take this right leg over the right shoulder, you're going to grab the right heel with the left hand, bend the right knee beneath the right armpit, right arm inside the right leg, right hand down. Grab the top of your right foot with your left hand, wrap the fingers around the knife edge of the foot, kick that right leg straight. And again, if there's any additional options you'd like to take, like placing the foot behind the head, you are always more than welcome. I won't cue that, but if it's something that you are familiar with, please, by all means, don't let me stop you. Now we're going to start to release the right leg. If you have the foot behind the head, take another breath if you need it, all right? We're going to release the right leg out in front of us as we are ready to do so. We're going to end up laying on our stomach here in a moment, so you can always catch up. We're going to bend into that right knee, coming into a low lunge briefly, step back into plank. And once you find plank, we're going to kick that left leg off to the left side straight and lower down onto the pelvis. We'll slide this left arm underneath the collarbone, slowly, be gentle, and then make a fist with our left hand. We still have the right hand beneath the right shoulder. We're gonna make a fist with the left hand, lift the chin and bring that wrist underneath of the bony part of your chin. And then only if this feels okay in your body, take the right arm by your side, palm face up. Right shoulder presses to left elbow. Curl your right toes under and nudge yourself forward so that left wrist is being pushed forward and down. And we'll start to loosen up. Right hand beneath right shoulder. Liberate this left arm first. Then bring the left leg back into line. We'll press up to a hands and knees position. Big toes together. Again, knees wide. And we're going to take prana mudra with our left hand. So prana mudra looks like the peace sign, except the two peace fingers are drawn together. The thumb is distinctly against the ring fingernail. And we'll take that left palm face up. Now the right hand, we're going to take Vishnu mudra. So only the ring finger is curled down. All other fingers are extended. And we're going to place the index and middle against the forehead, ring finger either against the bridge of the nose, or the ring finger is going to work with the little finger on the left nostril. All right, we're going to inhale through the right, nice and slow. We're going to exhale through the left with force. So exhale nice and slow right, exhale through the left nostril with force. So let's block the left to begin with. Exhale through the mouth, inhale through the right nostril. Block right, exhale left with force. Inhale right. Exhale left, force. Inhale right. Exhale left, force. 3 more. Inhale right. Exhale left, force. 2 more. 1 more time. Now inhale through both, palms face down on the knee. Exhale, let it all go. We'll turn our right palm face up on our lap. Left palm face forward. So kind of like Bhumi Sparsha at the very beginning. This one, the middle finger is going to be touching the ground, but the palm is forward. All right. This is Varda mudra, mudra of granting boons, or really more accurately, mudra of generosity. Being generous takes us full circle back to humility. Because when we let go of all that we think in our mind, we're able to be a little bit more generous, a little bit more open in all ways. Now let us direct our attention unlimited to the south, an imaginary south. Open a yellow background in our consciousness, yellow like daisies, yellow like the sun. And then repeat out loud 6 times, yellow, 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 yellow. And inhale the arms out to the sides and up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Let's bring the hands to the floor, curl the toes under. You're just gonna take a tiny hop with the legs wide. And we'll turn ourselves all the way back to that left foot at the front of the mat. And once we find our left leg, we'll step back into downward facing dog. Feel the contrast in the 2 sides. Feel the breath entering and leaving the body. Take one more breath, just noticing where you are, how you feel, what you're going to need for the second half. And then on your own inhale, so again, if you start to want to skip the flows, you can skip the vinyasa belly down, but not the side down, because we have to complete any asymmetrical tasks that we've done. But if you just feel like you need to conserve energy, either take a child's pose right now or stay where you are. Otherwise, follow me on an inhale forward, exhale lower down, inhale upward facing dog, look up, exhale lower down, push up, and press back, downward facing dog. So we'll all find downward facing dog together and begin the second side. Let's lift our right leg up on inhale. Right knee to the outside of the right triceps, exhale. Inhale up. Two more, exhale. Inhale up. Last one, exhale. Inhale up. And we'll step that right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down. And we'll straighten the right leg as much as we can. Now, I gave you the option before, but I didn't cue it, that you can move in and out of this several times if you'd like. Otherwise, the hands can be in line with the right heel, bending the elbows down, and feel those hips squaring. If you worked into full Hanumanasana, do it again, sliding that right leg more forward, but make sure the left hip is pulling equally forward, and then lowering down. And we'll start to bend into that right knee, but do take your time. And once that right knee is bent, we're gonna walk those hands forward and lift our left leg up. We'll take a moment here, hugging the right calf with the right forearm, even if the right knee is bent. Left hand in line with that right foot, drop the head, relax the neck. Option one is to stay here. Option two, hands will walk forward. Look forward, lift the right heel, and on an exhale, right heel kick the right buttock at least 3 times, but if you catch air, stay there. We do eventually want to switch the legs. So it'll be the left leg that comes down, right leg that will be lifted, and then we'll drop that right foot down behind us and drop the right knee down for Anjaneyasana. Arms out to the sides and up, inhale. Bring the palms together and let's exhale them to heart center. And then separate just the palms of the hands. So again, looking like a rosebud perhaps. And will be our Samputta. Samputta mudra, mudra of increasing our sensitivity and our openness. Feel the activity in your legs. Stay here. You can always stay here. If you want to blossom open, then we're going to release those arms down behind us, palms forward, spread the fingers, reach the fingertips toward the ground. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep engaging the pelvic floor. And we'll inhale those arms up. Exhale both hands down, frame that left foot. Step back and drop to the knees. Big toes together, knees wide. Vajrasana. Again, big toes together, knees wide. So if you need to sit comfortably, please do. We'll turn both palms face up on the knees, thumbs against index fingernail. Again, just like before, if you stayed with Soham the entire time last time, you're going to do that again. I won't cue it for the rest of this side. Otherwise, left palm, thumb against index fingernail, we'll take the rest of the fingers against the forehead. This will be Surya Bedana Bhastrika, so our fast exhale, fast inhale through the right nostril only. Exhale through the mouth, let it all go at first. Inhale through the right nostril to prepare. And begin. Fast exhale, fast inhale. Fast exhale, fast inhale. Deep breath in. Both hands face down on the knees, exhale. And now we'll start with Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, but left palm face up in the lap. Right palm face down on the knee, and slide that right hand forward until the middle finger touches the ground. Gesture of humility. Gesture of the earth as our witness, and the only witness we need. Direct your attention unlimited to the imaginary east. Open a blue background in your consciousness like that of water or a blue sky. Repeat 6 times blue. Blue, 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 blue. Inhale, release, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's find downward facing dog to start. And then we'll rock forward to plank. It will be our right hand that moves beneath the nose, side plank, left arm up and over the head, big breath in. We've got 3 of these. So again, cleansing breath can help. So if you want to use it, exhale down through the mouth. 2 more. Left foot steps to the right hand. We'll drop the hands and walk them all the way to the right foot of the back of our mat. When you find your right leg, let's find side angle. Turn the left toes out, right hand inside the right foot, left arm out to the side and up, thumb against index fingernail. Find that pelvic floor engagement. So worry less about the depth and more about the quality, right? We can bring the left hand to the left hip. You can look to the ground for balance or keep the gaze up toward the sky. We'll straighten that right leg as much as we can and bend it. Straighten and bend it. Straighten and hold. Reach that left arm over your head at an angle, palm face down, thumb against index fingernail. Find that same pelvic floor engagement. And we're going to start to bend that right knee, drop the left hand down, turn halfway to our left, and we're going to heel toe those feet so they're only about the width of our mat. Now, this was the trickiest transition I gave you today. So if it was the hardest thing that we've done in a while for you, it's okay, all right? It was intentional. So I just want you to try, that's all. So toes turn out, bend the knees a little, fold between the legs, drop the head, relax the neck. We'll take the hands between the feet, grab the ankles, nudge the shoulders behind the knees, walk the feet in a little, move the hands up to the calves, nudge the shoulders deeper beneath the knees, walk the feet in a little more so you can squeeze. Then bring the hands down, make sure they're no wider than your shoulders. Drop the hips, heel toe the feet together until you can bring the left foot on top of right and hook those ankles. Bhujapidasana, chest up, chin up. And now we're gonna release this into lizard. So your right leg's really already in place. You're just gonna have to hug the outside of the right arm. So let's release this left leg first. Swing it back behind us. Hug that right arm with the right leg. Left leg back. Then left leg through the arms. And have a seat. Have a seat. When you find your seat, and it's okay if it feels super, super clunky, I think we need to work on that transition a little bit more. We're gonna bring this left heel outside right buttock, cross the right knee over the left knee. So both knees will point forward. And again, you can always lift your hips at first to squeeze those knees together and stack them on top, but then you've gotta make sure that both sit bones end up on the ground. If you want your feet more forward for difficulty, please add that to it. Arms open, inhale. Right arm under left arm, exhale. And then we can start to hinge forward. Just be mindful that those sit bones stay down. So as you slide the elbows past the knees, if you can't get your forearms to the ground because the sit bones are lifting, then don't worry about it. Just stay where you are. And we'll inhale, start to lift up. Take your time, arms up. Exhale the arms down, palms on the floor. If you know you need Soham, stay. Right palm face up on the floor, thumb against index fingernail, left thumb against left nostrils, 4 fingers on the forehead. We're going to use our Surya Bedana Kapalabhati. So exhale through the mouth to prepare. Inhale slow through the right nostril. And then forced exhale, passive inhale. Forced exhale, passive inhale. Deep breath in. Palms release, exhale. We'll take our left palm face up in the lap. Right palm forward at the level of your right shoulder, Abhaya Mudra. Mudra of courage. Direct your attention, oh, I'm sorry. This should actually be Varada. So switch it. Your right palm will actually be forward. Middle finger touches the ground. So right palm forward, middle finger touches the ground, Varada. Mudra of generosity. It corresponds with our direction and our color. So it is important. Imagine all things falling out of your hand. Imagine giving. Imagine how it feels to give. And direct your attention unlimited to the earth. Not to the earth, but to the south. Open a yellow background in your consciousness. Yellow like the sun. Yellow like daisies, sunflowers. And repeat yellow 6 times. Yellow, 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 yellow. Then arms reach up with an inhale. Both hands down on an exhale. We'll rock forward into the hands and knees. Then just step back for downward facing dog. Remember, you can always omit the vinyasa if you choose and spring the legs wide. Otherwise, rock forward plank, lower down, upward facing dog, inhale, lower down, push up, press back. And we'll look at our hands. And it can be one spring wide if you choose. We just want to get those legs wide. So look forward, bend the knees a little, exhale. When you find the legs wide, we're just going to walk our hands to our right leg at the back of the mat. Drop our left knee down. Right hand to right thigh, left arm up. Make a fist with your left hand. Bring left elbow outside, right knee or thigh on exhale. Palm to palm, heart to thumbs, squaring the hips, and then lifting your left knee. If you chose to work on the bind before, you can always drop the left knee to work on it. You'll use the right hand to nudge that left wrist underneath the right thigh. Right hand reaches around. Hold. And then lift that left knee back up. Then we'll inhale, untie, reach those arms up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Straighten the right leg as much as you can. Step the left leg forward and behind the right leg. So left leg forward and behind. And then fold forward. And if you did so before, we'll bind, reaching that left hand toward the back leg. And again, grab as close to the heel as you can. Pull yourself in with that left arm. Look up toward the ceiling. Right hand reaches toward the front foot and then tries to walk its way up the right calf, or shin rather. It's okay if it doesn't. Just grab what you can, right? And we'll start to unwind. Inhale, look forward. Rock forward toward the balls of the feet, dropping down onto the knees, and then hips between the heels. And we'll bend our right knee up for our seated twist. Left heel's outside the right buttock, right ankle's crossed over left thigh. Hug your right thigh with your left arm, right arm up. Exhale, twist. And again, you can have this left elbow outside right knee or thigh, and you can grab your left knee, or you can grab the arch of your right foot. Make sure both sit bones stay on the ground, and make sure you can comfortably turn the head and look over your shoulder. And then notice your exhales again. Notice how the navel pulls back and how you can create a little bit more length and space. Then inhale, let it go. Slowly come back to Gomukhya of the legs. And we'll rock forward into hands and knees. And if last time you opted out of the inversion, opt out of it again. You'll just meet us in a child's position. Otherwise, tripod position of our headstand, hands flat, crown of the head forward. Make sure you can see elbows over wrists at all times. Curl the toes under, walk those feet in. Lift the knees up. Cross your shins, keep hugging those elbows in, and pull the thighs towards your torso. So rather than pressing them up, try to draw them at least parallel to the floor. Keep hugging those elbows in. Then we'll uncross the legs, lift them straight up if we can, bend the knees, and we'll start to lower them toward the ground. Big toes together, knees wide, or come to a comfortable seat. And once you've found it, we'll turn our right palm face up on our right knee, thumb against index fingernail. We'll use our left thumb to block the left nostril. We're going to use sheepily inhale, so inhaling across the tongue, exhaling through the right nostril for Brahmari. So that humming bee's breath. So again, with left nostril blocked, let's begin by placing the tongue on lower lip or teeth. Exhale completely through the mouth. Then inhale. Exhale, right nostril with a humming sound. Keep it going. You'll go for 2 more times. Remember, inhale across the tongue, cooling off. Exhale through the right nostril, calming. Only when you complete, palms face down on the knees, eyes closed. We'll move in Dhyana Mudra. Left palm face up in the lap, right palm on top. Again, tips of the fingers together. Make sure that the thumbs are pointing up. Place that in your lap. Mudra of contemplation, meditation, inward reflection. And direct this reflection to the imaginary west in front of you. Open a red background in your consciousness like cherry tomatoes or the sunset. And repeat the color red 6 times. Red, 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 red. And we'll inhale those arms up. Exhale the hands to heart center. We'll find our plank. This is our last side plank. You'll be right hand beneath the nose, left arm up and over the head. Big breath in. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. Exhale, lowering down. Left foot steps toward the right hand. Turn halfway to your right. And we'll step this left knee, or right knee rather. No, I had it right. Left knee, in and down. Left knee, in and down. And make sure your right toes are pointing to the side of your mat. Lift up, arms up, inhale. Left palm forward, thumb and fist. And again, you want to think of pressing down with the right foot, but also dragging it in a bit. Now make sure that right hip is dropped. When you're ready, you'll exhale to the right. Make sure that the pelvic floor is drawing in and up. No pressure downward. And we'll inhale up. Exhale both hands down. Swing this right leg back and up. Left toes curled under. Lift up, three-legged dog. Then right knee toward the left triceps. Exhale. Inhale up. Two more. Inhale up. Last one. Inhale up. And bring it forward for pigeon. Ekapada Kapotasana. Right knee toward the right wrist. Right ankle toward the left wrist. Slide that left leg back. First, establish the base, right? Active legs. And then if you did so before, and your knees are okay with it on this side, reach those arms up with an inhale. Hands come to heart, or rather, separate all of the hands except for the fingertips, like you're holding a ball. And then bring that to heart center. Stay upright if that feels good for you. Otherwise, release the hands down and fold forward. And let yourself go. We're nearing the completion of both asymmetrical sets. And we'll be moving into a finalizing set, which will compensate. Will help to draw everything together for you. Now, only as you're ready, your palms will plant. We'll shift over into that right hip, and we'll swing our left leg around. We'll kick that left leg straight out in front of us and bend our right knee up. At which point, if you did so before, you're going to compress the right knee on both sides with your hands, interlacing your fingers, and just give your knee love for a moment, right? Compression is everything for joints. But if you want Virasana or half Virasana, right heel outside right buttock, roll that right calf out, sit nice and tall. And then bend your left knee up. Close the gap between torso and thigh. Grab the ball of the left foot. Start to kick the foot into the hand. Keep that left thigh and the torso against one another. Bend the elbows. Stay here. Or grab the heel with the right hand. Pull the left knee beneath the armpit. Left arm under left leg. Hold the top of your left foot with your right hand. Left hand's on the floor supporting. Kick that left leg straight. If you worked on foot behind the head, do it again. If you have the foot behind the head, you can stay longer, especially since it takes more time. But if you don't, you're going to start to let this pose go. And we can always catch up to each other. So we're going to end up bending into this left knee, briefly low lunge, step back into plank, and we're going to kick the right leg off to the right side, and then lower all the way down. All right, let's use our right arm threads underneath the collarbone. Right. Left hand can stay beneath the left shoulder in the beginning because we're working on our lotus of the arms, Eka Bhuja Padmasana. So make a fist with your right hand, lift your chin, bend your right elbow, and you're actually going to bring the chin on top of the wrist. Then take the left arm by your side if that feels okay. Curl your left toes under, nudge yourself a little forward. Now start to let it go. Left hand beneath left shoulder. First, liberate the right arm. Then we'll bring that right leg back into line. Press up to a hands and knees position. Big toes together, knees wide. hips on heels. It's our last kneeling position. We'll turn our right palm face up on the knee. Actually, no, give me prana mudra. So prana mudra, remember, it looks like the peace sign, thumb against ring fingernail. Place that face up on your right knee. Left hand will be Vishnu mudra, so curl only the ring finger down. We'll place the middle and index against the forehead. Bridge, or the ring finger can rest on the bridge of the nose or work with the pinky. We're going to inhale left, exhale right fast. So inhale left slow, exhale right fast. Let's start by blocking the right. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the left nostril slow. Block left, exhale right with force. Inhale left. Exhale right with force. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Then both palms face down on the knees. Inhale. And now we'll take Abhaya Mudra. Left palm face up in the lap. Right palm forward at the level of your shoulder. Directing our attention unlimited to the imaginary north. Opening a green background in our consciousness, like the green leaves on trees or lush green grass. And repeat don't repeat grass, please. Repeat green 6 times. Green, 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 green. And we'll inhale those arms up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Bring the hands to the floor. Curl the toes under. Take those legs wide. And now just walk your hands to your right leg. And we'll step our right leg back to downward facing dog. Take a moment, just a brief moment, looking toward your feet. Marveling at the balance between your 2 sides, or perhaps feel that the right side now, all energy has tipped to the right side. What do you feel? Notice it. Notice if perhaps you're just happy that you're not kneeling right now. And we are going to find our way to our buttocks. So you may do that by dropping your knees, crossing your ankles and sitting. But if you would prefer, I will cue Chakra Vinyasa. We'll walk those hands backward toward the feet. We'll squat down just a bit. Take those hands out in front of us. Tuck the chin toward the chest. And then as you lift the hips, bend the elbows out. Keep tucking the chin toward the chest and roll all the way to your comfortable seat. Now, when you find it, feet flat, knees point up. We'll take those hands back behind us, fingertips point towards the feet. And we're going to lift those hips up. So take a big breath in, hips up. On your next cleansing breath out, hips to the hands. One more time. Now have a seat. Let's bend our right knee and just take the right heel about in line with the right knee. And we're going to come into half lotus. Now, if you know you can't do half lotus, then pull your right heel closer to your left buttock and just slide your left ankle underneath the right knee. So you're in a cross-legged position, but your left leg's in front, all right? Otherwise, you're going to bring this left heel as close to your right hip crease as you possibly can. And then again, I have it set up so that your right heel will be underneath the left knee. So there's no pressure on the knee if lotus is a problem for you. If lotus is not a problem, then you can take full lotus, but full lotus has to have the left leg on top. So just account for that. Take a big breath in where you are. And then let's exhale, twist left, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand reaches around, and if you are in a half or full lotus, try to bind the left foot. If you're not, it's okay, just left hand behind you. And we're not going to stay in this twist. I just want you to basically touch the twist. And now keep the bind of your foot. If you don't have the bind of your foot, you're going to reach the left hand off to the left. We're going to bring our shoulders forward. All right, so hold the bind or reach your left hand off to the left. Reach your right arm up. Grab your left ear. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Keep dropping your left shoulder down. Keep flexing your left toes. Inhale back to center. Release that left leg. Shake out the left arm. Release both legs. Straight out in front of you. Give them a little kick and shake. And then we'll bend both knees up. 2 more vinyasa belly up. So hands back behind you again. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, cleansing breath out through the mouth. 1 more. Have a seat. And now it'll be the opposite side. So we can bend our left knee with left heel more in line with the left knee. And then let's draw the right heel toward the left hip crease. Now again, if you went with an easy seat, your right leg will be in front if you're in a cross-legged position. All right, if you did full lotus, just make sure it's your right ankle on top. And we're gonna twist to our right. So exhale, left hand to the outside of the right knee or thigh. Right hand reaches around and grabs the right foot. Look over the right shoulder. Now again, just like before, we're gonna untwist. So if you're untwisted and you're not bound, you're gonna reach the right arm off to the right side. If you are bound, hold the bind, just square your shoulders, left arm up, grab your right ear, pull left ear to left shoulder. And make sure that you're flexing those right toes. You're actually pushing the right foot into the right hand to drive that right shoulder down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Legs out in front of you. Maybe give them a little kick out. We're gonna have our final 2 vinyasa belly up. So bend the knees. Hands behind you, fingertips point towards the feet. Let's lift those hips up. Deep breath in. 2 cleansing breaths out. Exhale. 1 more. And then drop the hips. And I want to give you 2 choices. So choice number 1, you're going to cross your ankles, rock over the ankles, come to a hands and knees position. Choice number 2, we're going to backward roll. One way or the other, be toward the front of your mat, all right? And make sure if you're going to backward roll that there's nothing behind you. All right, on your next exhale, use a little momentum, but as soon as you get to the backs of your shoulders, hands by your ears, fingertips point towards the feet and push. Only once you find yourself in a hands and knees position, and especially for those of you with hair that is cumbersome, take a moment, find that hands and knees, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the chin and chest, look up, and then walk the hands forward. We'll bring the chin toward the ground, keep looking forward. If it does not feel okay to have the chin aiming for the ground, then think instead of bringing forehead to the ground. So if it's just too much on neck or shoulders, be kind, press the forehead against the ground. And we'll start to loosen up. Walk the hands back underneath of the shoulders, round the spine, exhale. And then neutralize the spine. Option 1, cross your ankles, come to your buttocks and sit again. Option 2, lift the knees, walk the hands back toward the feet. This is our second forward roll. So again, we're gonna squat down, hands out in front of us, tuck the chin toward the chest, and on your own exhale, lift the hips enough that you can tuck, 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 and roll. Once you find your buttocks, we're rolling back, just to our back. Nothing crazy, just to our back. And when you find your back, feet flat, knees point up, scoot your hips towards your heels, take your arms by your sides, palms flat. And we'll tuck our tail. And we're gonna lead with our pubic bone. So lead with the pubic bone up, press with the feet, make sure that you're rolling toward the first knuckle of the big toe. Walk the shoulders underneath of you, maybe bend the elbows and support the low back. We're only gonna have one of these, so if this is where you wanna stay, stay. If you wanna take the hands by the ears, fingertips point towards the feet. We'll lift to the crown of the head first. Make sure that you're actively pushing with the feet. lifting with the hips, and then you guide with the hands. Three more cycles of breath. Push with your feet every exhale. One more, breath in and out. Then start to lower down, slow. Let the legs lie long on the mat. Arms reach over your head. Stretch from fingertips to toes. And let yourself just be for a moment. Now, if you know that your spine needs a more gentle release after a back bend, I want you to take your own forward bend release. Otherwise, I'm going to cue through Halasana, plow, into Salamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So if you want to follow me, take your hands by your sides, palms flat, draw the low back down, drawing the navel toward the sacrum. Drag the heels toward the buttocks, thighs toward the torso. And on your own exhale, you're going to lift those hips, feet over the head. Walk the shoulder blades together, maybe even interlace the fingers. Press the shoulder heads into the floor, press the back of the head into the floor, free your neck. Press back into the balls of the feet if you can. If you can't, it's okay. Do what you can, right? If you want to stay here longer, this is a great place to be after all the backward bending we've done. Otherwise, bend the elbows, support the back, lift those legs up. Salamba Sarvangasana. Make sure you're still pushing to the back of the head. Make sure that you can look up towards your big toes. If the legs are lifted, you'll start to bring the toes down behind the head first. Bring the arms to the ground, palms flat. And then you'll articulate down really slow, trying to feel as though you're rolling down each vertebra of the spine. When your legs are all that are lifted up, just bend your knees, open your arms, shift your hips a little to the right, let your knees fall to the left, and turn your head to the right. Feel that right shoulder drop down from your ear. Take a big breath in, big breath out, and one more. Inhale back to the center. Shift your hips to the center. And then shift your hips to the left. Let your knees fall to the right. Twist your neck to the left. Make sure that left shoulder is dropping down from the left ear. Left shoulder's down on the ground. Take a big breath in. And out. And one more. And we'll come back to center. And we'll hold behind our thighs. And if it feels okay to rock forward, do so. If you need to take some other movement to find your buttocks, then please do. Let's find a comfortable seat. And when you find that comfortable seat, we'll rest the palms on our knees. Torso upright, eyes closed. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari, buzzing breath. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to prepare. Take your left index finger, point it up in front of you. Take your left thumb and place it against the remaining 3 fingernails. Take your right hand, hold your left index finger, and place your thumb against the ring, that index finger nail. So your right hand is holding your left index finger. Now take the tip of your left index finger and place it just above the glabella, so that small depression between the eyebrows, go just above that. Drop the chin slightly toward the chest. Agnya Chakra Mudra. Try to release the space behind the forehead. Try to see light. Then release, face forward, palms forward, place thumb against index fingernail, or index, place your index and thumbs together lightly, chin mudra. Turn your left palm face in towards your heart. Take your right index and thumb and place it against the tip of your left ring fingernail. So right index and thumb against your left, that's not your ring, that's your middle finger, all right? And then hold this just at the heart with eyes closed. Dharma Chakra Mudra. Mudra of the teachings. Mudra of the truth that is meant to set us all free. And then release, palms face up on the knees. We'll take Ala Padma Mudra. Spread your fingers wide, all fingers completely straight. And keeping all fingers completely straight, try to bring pinky and ring finger toward the palm. Mudra of purity, mudra of white light. And let us all direct our attention unlimited upward to the heavens, opening that white light above us. We can repeat 6 times out loud, white. After our 6 repetitions, we'll take a big breath in, reach the arms up, hold the breath in as long as you can, dropping the arms only when you're ready. All right, so exhale to prepare. Inhale for white. White, 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 white. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hold the breath in, chin is lifted. Slowly move the torso forward back. Keep holding the breath in. Exhale only when you need. Palms face down on the knees only when you let go. Repeat after me 3 times. Om Chittaha Madhyaha. Om Chittaha Madhyaha. Om Chittaha Madhyaha. Returning our consciousness back to the center from our 6 directions. Draw your awareness back to your heart, the center of all that is. Unfold. And if you know that you want to stay upright, stay upright. If you know that you want to lie back, lie back. And I'll bring us all back together in moments for our finalizing mantras. If you chose to take Shavasana, start to very slowly move the fingers and toes. Take a bigger breath in and a relieving breath out. Reach the arms over your head and exhale the thighs toward the torso. And find your way up to that comfortable seat with your palms face down on your knees and your eyes closed. And we can reach those arms out to the sides and up. Bring your palms together overhead. Exhale the thumbs to the forehead, to the mouth, and to the heart. And repeat after me 3 times. Om Maha Sattva Ach. Om Maha Sattva Ach. Om Maha Sattva Ach. This is a returning of our consciousness to that of great purity. And from that space, we'll dedicate our practice. We'll take Mandala Mudra, but if you don't know how to do it, I'll cue you through it. But if it becomes confusing, keep your palms together and then you'll just offer them forward as if you're literally making an offering out of your 2 hands, right? Mandala Mudra, back of the hands together. Keep your ring fingers together no matter what. So look at them, make sure you see them. Now cross your pinkies. Grab your pinkies with your thumbs. So your pinkies are crossed. Ring fingers stay straight up. Cross your middle fingers. Grab your middle fingers with your index fingers. So just to recap, your pinkies and your middle fingers are crossed, but your ring fingers are pointed up. So again, if this is too much, then you're just gonna have the hands out in front of you as if to make an offering out of your hands, okay? All right, let's all start with our hands at heart center, Mandala Mudra at heart center, or hands in Namaste at heart center. And then repeat after me. Om Mandala Puja, Megha Samudra, Saparana, Samaya, Ahum. So you'll take your hands up, trace your forehead, and then offer them up and forward. Bring them back to the heart. And now we'll dedicate the merits of our practice in English. So repeat after me. I dedicate the merits of my practice so that all beings may be liberated from suffering. By this merit, may I quickly reach an awakened state, so that I might lead all living beings to the same state of consciousness. Palms can return together, thumbs against the breastbone, and 1 round of our karmic purification. Repeating after me line by line. Om Namo Bhagavate Sumaro Kalparajaya Tatyagataya Arhate Samak Sambuddhaya Tadyatam. Om Kalpe Kalpe Mahakalpe Parishadanihi Svaham. And we'll finalize our entire practice with the short mantra for peace and 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Repeat after me line by line. Om Sarvesham Spastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. And then 1 Om, 3 Shantis, and 1 exhaling breath. So let's start just with emptying the lungs and then filling the lungs. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And thumbs can return to our forehead. Let everything we do in our life be an offering to others. But let it start as an offering to ourselves, an offering that helps to better us, helps to make us stronger, more balanced, so that we can better serve others. And let all of this grow in a field of humility and respect, an open heart and open mind, and peace in both. Namaste.